Okay. All right. So we are here with Miss Suzy Ward out of Washington, and Suzy is a wonderful person. I've been able to spend a lot of time talking to her, and we spoke last week, maybe actually 2 weeks ago. And Suzy, you had used the anti-aging bed cover, and you had some great feedback. So I told people. That when you had the time, we would do a little call so you could kind of give us some feedback on your experience with it. So with that being said, thank you for your time tonight. How you doing?
Wonderfully, thank you. And largely, in part, to this earthing towel. Sean, when a friend gave it to me a month ago, I wondered what on earth it could do to ease my aching back and legs. But after sleeping on it a few nights, I realized what an amazing bit of technology this is. And it's sort of mind-blowing that that soft square could make my entire body feel so much more comfortable. And for the first time in years, I'm sleeping restfully. This towel has made such a welcome, hugely welcome, a profound change in my life.
Right.
Now my days are like sunny, warm springtime instead of long, dreary winter.
Right.
Forgive me for sort of getting poetic there.
Oh no, that's good. I love it.
Okay, good. But really, I am so impressed and so grateful.
So Suzy,
and
yeah, go ahead.
I'm telling others about them.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, in fact, the reason
Sean.
Yes, ma'am.
Later, you can tell me how I can order them for them.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, good. Because mine was a gift, and it was the dear, thoughtful giver who told me, when I told her, pretty much what I just told you, she gave me your number and said something like, I'll bet Sean would like to hear that.
Yes.
Directly.
Yes.
So that's why we are having this little chat.
Which is so exciting. So there's a few things. So you had, now we've talked to the person that you got that from, and she's actually also been on a call with me, and she's a phenomenal woman. I love her to death.
So do I.
And, her name actually is Isabel. That's what we go by here on the phone. So you had, what was it, back pain? What were the parts of your body that were sore and that you were having aches and pains?
My lower back.
Okay.
And before the towel, I would wake and some mornings it would be difficult to get out of bed because of the pain.
Right.
And so I just had to really take it easy.
Right.
And then my legs ached so often that at times I was not steady walking.
Right.
I didn't want to use the cane. And I never left the house in that condition.
Right.
I'm old enough so that I paid my dues in jobs. In a couple months, I'll be 90. So you know that I am entitled to be retired.
Right.
And I live alone. Well, with my dog, Peanut.
Yeah.
She is the last of, I had 5 others when I adopted her. And I did it to give her dying mother peace of mind that her only child would be well taken care of the rest of her life.
Right.
And during the 8 years that I've had Peanut, the other 5 dogs, one by one, left. And it doesn't get any easier because I've had dogs almost my entire life.
Right.
But at any rate, I know I digressed. What were we talking about before I did that?
So we were basically just talking about the back pain and the leg pain. And how long, Suzy, how long has it been like that where you've had that type of back pain? How long has that been going on for?
The lumbar, no, it's not osteoporosis, but at any rate, the x-ray showed that my spine was, well, on a scale of 1 to 10, it was good only up to 3. And I went to a chiropractor for years, and he was wonderful. He got my back aligned as much as it ever will be. And several years ago, he moved out of state. So, and the backaches, at the time I went to him,
right,
I could not walk alone. Between the pain in my back and the pain in my legs, I couldn't even walk with a cane.
right,
I needed to hold on to a wall or somebody. And so anyway, that certainly, that condition was much better when that dear chiropractor left.
right,
But I still have what I described to you, the lower back ache and aching legs, and I stay home when I feel like that because I can't walk very steadily.
right, right. So, how long have you been using that that earthing grounding, that anti-aging earthing grounding towel?
A month.
A month. Okay, perfect.
But it was just maybe 3 or 4 nights of sleeping on it that I was already feeling much better.
Right.
And now that I've had it for a month, my whole body feels regenerated.
That's amazing.
And I go dashing around as if I were a lot younger than I am.
Right. Yep.
And my spirits are better, my moods are better.
Right.
And I have more energy.
Right. So now you're actually more active because you're feeling better, you're out doing more and feeling better emotionally and physically.
Yeah, body, mind, and spirit.
Body, mind, and spirit. That's phenomenal. Now, I'll just tell you real quick. I don't want to get too scientific, but when you're touching that earthing grounding cover, there's a few things that are going on. The first thing is it's bringing electrons into your body, And when you bring those electrons into the body, what it does is it neutralizes a cell called a free radical. And those free radical cells in the body are what are causing inflammation and swelling. And so when you're on it, every night you're on it, getting those electrons, that's reducing inflammation and swelling. And ultimately, that is basically what's going to help you with the, that's what's going to help you with the, with reducing inflammation and feeling better.
Mm-hmm. Well, even without knowing that, this towel is doing its job wonderfully. And I am so grateful.
I'm so happy to hear that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I can sign off here. And what I'm going to do is once I sign off, we can keep talking. But for anybody that's out there, the earthing grounding towels, they're not all that expensive. The benefits that they provide with sleep, they also really help your body. What it does is it gets your body on the same frequency that the earth runs on, because they're actually earthing grounding the body. And your body runs on something called the Schumann resonance, which is the same frequency your brain runs on. So in addition to providing the electrons and neutralizing the inflammation, it's also very beneficial for putting your mind or your brain waves on a frequency that's very calming and very helpful for better sleep.
Well, I am amazed. Well, I shouldn't be amazed, because the change that towel has made in my life is so remarkable that if somebody had told me that something like this soft cloth could do all that, I would find it unbelievable.
Yes.
But now I know what it has done for me.
Right.
And so I am a believer.
That's amazing. And, we talked before we got on the call, and I told you, I always like emails, and I do get emails. However, I think it's more powerful, and I think it has more meaning if they can actually hear the words coming directly from the person themselves. And, and like you said, at your age, 89 going on 90, you've certainly earned the right to have, a good quality of life. And, there's a lot of people, out there that have aches and pains, that can't sleep well, that have sore backs and all those different things. And many people don't understand that it's really a buildup of inflammation. It's a buildup of free radical cells. And those are built up because we're really not making contact with the earth. But that earthing grounding cover is plugging into that grounding outlet. It's bringing that earth energy and those electrons into the body. And when you're getting that technology and that making contact with that, that is basically what's happening to reduce the inflammation, to reduce the swelling, and ultimately reduce the pain and make things, much more comfortable for you, for not only just getting out and enjoying yourself, but also sleeping better.
Oh, yes. Being able to sleep soundly instead of the way I used to, which
Right.
was so restlessly that when it was time to get up, I wasn't. Sometimes I felt as tired as I had when I went to bed 8 or even 9 hours earlier.
Right.
Well, it is a little miracle.
Yes.
The towel is.
Yes. We have the
I
towel.
didn't mean to talk so long, Sean.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. You know, we're never in a rush. You know, nothing's really scripted. We just kind of go with the flow. That's the way I prefer to do it. And some calls go longer than others, but I mean, really, it's just a matter of just sharing your experience. You know, we sell the towels, we sell bed covers, but it's all basically doing the same thing. So, Suzy, is there anything else you'd like to share before I'll let you just say one more thing? But if there's anything you'd like to say before I let you go,
I think it would just be repeating what I've said.
yes,
That this towel is a miracle worker. And I am so, so grateful to the friend who gave it to me.
that is phenomenal. Well, thank you so much for your time today. I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video, but stay with me because I'm going to still stay on the call and we can talk here for just a minute after we get done.
Good, good.
Okay. Thanks again, Suzy. Have a great afternoon and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, Sean.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.